Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School, and I want to say hello to you guys. I know I talked to you guys a little bit earlier, but I thought I would pop back in and give a perspective on a story that one of you guys brought to me. You put it in the chat, so I thought that I would give my point of view on it. Sorry, I dropped my microphone. So anyways, you come in, please hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. This is a really interesting story, and it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad for a lot of reasons, and I'll go into that in 1 second. So do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, share button, and subscribe button. And if you are on Twitter, please retweet this. Please retweet. And also, if you're on Facebook, please share this. There's a president of an HBCU, Jackson State, who was recently arrested for something that relates to prostitution. I guess there was a sting going on, and my brother got caught in the sting, and it's real messy for him. And so I'll read some of this to you. This is according to WAPT.com. William Bynum Jr., 57, was arrested over the weekend along with several other people. Bynum is charged with procuring the services of a prostitute, false statement of identity, and simple possession of marijuana. Bynum was selected in 2017 by the Mississippi Institutions of Higher Learning Board as JSU's president. Before that, he served 4 years as president of Mississippi Valley State University. Bynum is married and is the father of 6 children. Another JSU employee was also arrested by Clinton police during the sting, Shonda McCarthy, director of the JSU Art Galleries. She's charged with procuring the services of a prostitute and possession of marijuana while operating a motor vehicle. The 2-day operation resulted in 17 arrests and 8 felonies. The arrests spanned multiple charges, including prostitution, procuring the services of a prostitute, promoting prostitution, conspiracy to promote prostitution, and various controlled substance violations. Quote, an ad is posted online. Services, fees, and locations are agreed upon. The offenders in this instance, the jurisdiction was Clinton, and the offenders traveled to Clinton and completed the crime, said Clinton Police Chief Ford Heyman. So it looks like the situation that the brother's in is one that involves, I guess, the act of having what I guess what you might call unsanctioned sex. Right? I guess you're supposed to have sex in certain situations with certain people. I don't know. I guess it's a big deal. I guess it's a bad thing. I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't know. I don't know. In fact, actually, let me see if I got my Vicky Dillard gavel over there. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So President Jackson, let me read his bio to you guys. He's got an impressive bio. He was born in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. He's married 34 years. And I'm looking here in terms of the bio. I don't see a whole lot here in terms of his academic credentials. So I'd like to actually see a more thorough bio that describes his academic credentials, because I think the brother's pretty impressive. If you're the president of a university, you usually don't get there by being a bum. Let's see here. He's in his 50s. And here we go. Here's something on globalintel.com. They said he's a higher education professional who was unanimously selected to be the 11th president of Jackson State by the Mississippi Institutions of Higher Learning Board on May 31st. He's in the spotlight. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm not going to read that part. He's a native of Rocky Mount, North Carolina. He earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in sociology from Davidson College while on a student-athlete scholarship. He also minored in education and passed the National Teachers Examination. He's licensed and certified to teach social studies and math in North Carolina and Georgia. He earned a master's degree and PhD in sociology from Duke University while serving as a Duke Endowed Fellow. So let me ask you guys, what do you think? So it looks like the brother is accused of making a mistake. I guess, legally you're not supposed to pay for sex. I'd be curious. I'd like to call a meeting of the Council of Intelligent Black People. So hear ye. I would like to call a meeting of the Council of Intelligent Black People, and I'd like to take a vote. So the question I ask you is this. Give me a yes or no on this. Give me a yes or no. This black man who spent, many, many decades building up his career, he's now been charged with hiring a prostitute, not telling the police his real name, and possession of marijuana. Yes or no? Do you think that his career should be ruined, or do you think he should get a second chance? Give me, so say ruined or second chance, or let's take a vote. Do you think he should be ruined, or should he get a second chance? So you can say ruined or second chance in the chat. Okay. So Rob Mack says pass the resolution. Brian Arnold says no. Randall Williams says no. Michael says JSU alumni didn't want this guy. Okay, interesting. K Famu says no. Kevin Gordon, no. Mr. Legend, no. Cassidra, no. What he does behind closed doors is our problem. How are there over 25 presidents in this Shiite country that did the exact same thing? Okay, second chance, second chance. Okay. All right, so it looks like the second chances win. So the power invested in me by all intelligent Black people around the world. I say I vote he gets a second chance. I have spoken. And the reason I ask you guys what you think is because your opinion is what matters, not mainstream media. And it does matter because we're Black. I think that because we're Black, we get a different set of rules. I think that because we're Black, we endure a type of scrutiny other people don't endure. Because we're Black, it's usually 10 times harder and you get 1/3 of the reward. So because we're Black, I care about your opinion and nobody else's. And I believe the brother deserves a second chance. Also, I think that he did something illegal. And I would almost say, and I think the reason I spoke on this was because I feel that the community, when something like this happens, because Black men are sort of labeled in certain ways, we're labeled as predators, we're targeted by police, things like that. I think that a more balanced perspective is beneficial for the Black community on issues like this. Not because I think it's okay to go out and hire hookers, not because I think it's okay to smoke weed. You can smoke weed if you want to, I don't care. In fact, cannabis has actually been, it's not legalized yet, although it should be, because everybody has pretty much been re-educated on what cannabis does and does not do, right? Most of us have been re-educated on the fact that actually cannabis is considered to be healthy, for a lot of people. Now, I'm not one who's going to smoke. I'm not trying to put no smoke in my lungs. That ain't my thing. And I don't want to be high. I don't want to have anything altering my mind because my brain is a terrible thing to waste. But in the other room, after me and Alicia get finished doing all those runs, y'all's been seeing me huffing and puffing those little mini marathons and everything as I've been trying to get slim, trim, and sugar-free. You will find that we have some CBD oil that we rub on our legs to help heal and help us to recover from running. So there are health benefits to cannabis. And so I don't look at this brother as a bad person because he smoked weed. At worst, you might critique the fact that it might be considered somewhat unstrategic to go out and hire a hooker. And I think he would probably agree with this. I'm sure he's feeling pretty bad right now, a little bit embarrassed. And I think that we have to get beyond this idea of thinking that he's some sort of hypocrite because he believes in faith and family. I think it is possible to believe in faith and family and still want to get some ass every now and then. I don't know. And the reality is that, there are a lot of marriages where people do what they're going to do. Some people are in dead marriages where they don't even sleep with each other. They're just living like brother and sister. Some people just, just do things, right? I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm just saying that, it's really interesting to me that we have a society that is so close-minded in terms of respecting sexuality across the board. I think we're really good at accepting sexuality if it's Billy Porter trying to go bend over for a white guy, right? We're okay with that. Like we want that out in the open. We want to talk about that. But what we don't talk about is the fact that there are lots of people who have things that happen in their bedroom that ain't nobody's damn business. I really don't judge. I told you guys, when people get on me and they like, oh, Dr. Boyce, you're homophobic or whatever, they try to label you. That's what the liberals try to do when they want to shut you down, is they start labeling you. But they don't understand. I'm 100 times smarter than they are. So labeling doesn't work here. I can see right through it. And basically, when people say that to me, I say, no, my policy on people being gay or doing whatever they do in the bedroom is not one where I have a phobia of anything. A phobia is a fear. Why would I fear what you do in the bedroom? I also don't believe in controlling what you do in the bedroom. What I say is what you do in the bedroom is your damn business. If you a dude and you want to go get down with another dude, that's your business. It just might bother me because it doesn't make me comfortable because that ain't interesting to me. That's not something that gets that works for me. Right. So as long as you ain't hurt nobody, as long as there ain't no children involved, as long as ain't nobody getting tied down and beat half to death and having their vagina taken, I don't care what you do sexually. So when it comes to this, with him hiring the lady that he got with for whatever grown-ups do in the bedroom, I don't even see that. Honestly, I don't even see that as a crime. I see that as a mistake strategically, in the sense that, I've seen guys where they don't want relationships and they don't want to have jump off type situations. So they might go pay somebody or whatever. But I think that's a bad move strategically, because if you get caught, it can be very embarrassing for you. And the law takes that very seriously. So if I'm advising a young black man, I wouldn't tell him, don't go hire somebody because it's unethical. I would say, don't do it because it's not that smart. You'll get in a lot of trouble. Just go, find you a situation or find some way to work around that. Because then you end up looking like this poor guy who's sitting in jail. Again, think about the 3 charges. He paid for sex with a consenting adult who wanted the money, who agreed to participate. I don't really care about that. I really think that shit should be legalized so they can focus on locking up real criminals who are really out here hurting people. That's just my 2 cents. What was the other thing? He didn't give the police his true identity. How many of you, seriously, how many of you, give me a yes or no, let's take a vote. How many of you, if you were the president of Jackson State University and got caught by police in a compromising position, would at least be tempted to not give them your real name? How many of you, come on, let's have a confessional right quick. How many of you, if you were the president of Jackson State University and has spent 30 years building this stellar career, how many of you, if caught in a compromising situation by police, would be at least tempted to not give them your real name? How many? I'm going to be the first to raise my hand, because my name that day is going to be Dan Smith. It's going to be JoJo Wilson. It's going to be Mickey Mantle, MC Hammer. It ain't gonna be Boyce Watkins, right? Seriously, you're gonna have to find that out on your own. I'm not gonna give you my ID. Seriously, like for real. Like, so I guess it's a crime when you get caught, but I don't think that's makes him a bad person. It just means he knew he was stuck in some shit. Like, he had to deal with it. Like, I'm gonna give you 100. And then the part about possessing weed, come on now. I mean, so he's now incarcerated for possessing marijuana when there are white men all around America making billions of dollars from the sale of marijuana related products. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So no, all of this is silly. It's nonsense. And I personally believe that he deserves a second chance. But here's the reality of it all. He deserves a second chance, but he won't get one. He deserves a second chance, but he will not receive one. This is going to stay as a stain on his record. To whatever extent, if he was a good president for Jackson State University, they may have lost a good leader. But then again, maybe there's some people that wanted him out of there. I don't know. But I think this is a reflection of the stupidity of our society, that we will seek to incarcerate people who are not a threat to anybody, and while at the same time overlooking serious crimes that are being committed where people should actually be locked up. So that's how I feel about it. That's my 2 cents. And I just want to share that with you guys and kind of give you what might be considered an unorthodox breakdown of what I'm seeing. I'm not here to preach to you. I'm not here to repeat what you're going to hear in mainstream media, because everybody denies their humanity and pretends like they're perfect, and they like to shame and judge other people who get caught in compromising situations. But what I see is maybe a guy who might be dealing with some loneliness or something and decided, if I just go pay for something, then that'll be easier than like actually forming a whole relationship, right, with somebody or whatever. But I would just say, guys, be very, very careful. Most great black men that get brought down, over sex. Actually, the 4 vices that take a man down are sex, drugs, alcohol, and gambling. Sex, drugs, alcohol, and gambling. That's why all those 4 things, you can participate in those 4 things. I'm not judging you. But I will tell you, black man to black man, and you should tell this to black men you love, those are the 4 things. When I think about guys I've known who were on top and went down, it was one of those 4 things. They got caught in a bad situation with a woman, maybe even falsely accused or whatever, maybe accurately accused. I don't know. They got too carried away with drugs or alcohol, or gambling. Gambling is a really bad thing. Antoine Walker got hit with gambling real bad. Along with a lot of other guys, Allen Iverson, people like that. So you got to just be smart, be strategic, and don't put yourself in tough situations. So anyway, that's it. I'm not here to dog the brother out. I just wanted to tell the story and kind of break it down for you guys so that we can learn something. Do me a favor, please hit the thumbs up button, share button, and subscribe button. Rosalind, I love you too. Thank you very much for your kind words. And also, if you guys want a free e-copy of my book, It Takes a Village to Raise the Bar, go to drboycewatkins.net. That's drboycewatkins.net. And I'm going to come back a little bit later on tonight. I want to talk to you guys about this hairstylist, this white guy who's selling a hair care product that is making Black women's hair fall out. And I'm doing some research on this, so I'm going to come back with some analysis on this and give you all the information. So make sure you subscribe at drboycetv.com so that you can get that information later on. We're going to break that down. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, and I shall see you soon. Be good. Peace.